Jason Tatum. They only had him for 16 games during the regular season as we get you set from TD Garden. No greater 2 words in sports than Game 7. That's exactly what we have. Welcome courtside, Maria Taylor, the Hall of Famers, and Peyton Pritchard, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady here with you. And Peyton, thank you so much for joining us. But I got to ask you first, with the news that we're just all finding out, when did you learn that Jason Tatum wasn't going to be able to play in this game?
I didn't learn until I got to the arena today. I went about my day, the normal, phone off, took my nap and everything. So, but I mean, it's, you know, you got to play the game. So people gonna have to step up. We got to figure out a way to win this game.
Hey, Game 7, it's quiet. Noise is quiet right now. What do you do to get yourself locked in? This is win or go home. What do you do? What is your routine on a day like this?
Yeah, you know, people ask me that too today, and to be honest, it doesn't change. Like, I prepare every game like it's a championship. It is Game 7 every day. It's a preseason game. I'll go through my routine like it's Game 7. So when I get to a moment like this, it's nothing new. So at the end of the day, it's basketball. You know, I love it, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna compete.
You've been so effective for this team coming off the bench. Can you tell the people your approach and your role on how you, when you step in the game, what is it like you're looking at that you need to do to put your imprint on the game?
I mean, coming off the bench, it does allow me to see the pace of the game. And at times, if we're playing a little slow, I go into the game and try to ramp it up. And that's just easy stuff like getting the ball out quick, pushing the pace. But the only thing I try to focus on is just the energy. And like, when I get on there and I get the opportunities to be aggressive with it and have the defense feel me.
So let me ask you this real quick follow-up. What if the energy is really high and, you know, that's what you bring? What do you do then?
I mean, if we having some turnovers, you can tell that, you know, the flow is off, then it's my job to come in there and maybe get a paint touch, a good shot rather than a rush shot, stuff like that. But that's the point guard side of me. So
I want to ask you about a Game 7 morning routine. Like, how do you prepare for yourself in the morning? Getting up, breakfast, what are you eating? For young guys that's out there who's about to play in a win-or-go-home type of situation, what do you say to them as far as getting up and preparing yourself for a game like this?
I mean, for me, it's, you know, I'm getting up, having my morning coffee, but then I'm in the gym. I'm eating breakfast, obviously, but then it's weight room first. I'm sure as you guys did, 30 minutes in there, and then my court work don't change. It's 30, 20 minutes on the court, then cold tub after, lunch, go home, take my nap, and then head to the arena. So
all them young boys don't get in that cold tub.
It's part of the routine.
Right. I got to ask you, Peyton, and we've been talking about this series. We were able to be in Philly, and it seems like it all hinges on shooting for you guys. When y'all run the tape back, are you getting the looks that you want? What's the difference between a good shooting day and a poor shooting day, especially in this series for the Celtics?
I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, if you ain't making shots, it's going to be hard to win. But I don't like the narrative that it hinges on shooting. I think it hinges on our energy. When we're getting offensive rebounds, when we're getting stops, stuff like that, then shots become easier because we're getting second chance points, stuff like that. So after looking at the film and stuff, I think we lacked energy at times. We lacked physicality. Stuff that like kind of made us good in the regular season. So, you know, obviously going into tonight, that's a focus. Can you outwork them?
All right, we appreciate the time. Peyton Pritchard, 32 points off the bench in Game 4. He stopped by before he gets to shooting. Peyton was ready to rock and roll. We thought we were going to have some time, and he was already here, okay, because he's on schedule. Right. He said, girl, absolutely not. What we're not going to do is have a narrative that we're having some poor shooting, okay? Yeah. It's physicality. Let me ask you, do we agree with that, with what Peyton's saying, that it's hinging on energy for them, offensive boards? That's what the Celtics should be focused on here?
Sure, you're gonna miss and make shots, right? But I think it's the energy is what infectious to your team, right? Everybody feeds off of that. You get those offensive rebounds, kicking it out for those wide open shots, and that gets your team going. It gets the energy in this building going, and you feed off of that type of energy.
I think it's not seeing the ball go in sometimes tends, you know, this is I mean, they're predicated defensively, but when you're not seeing the ball go in, that kind of kills your motivation and your morale sometimes. So yes, I understand what he's saying, but as a team, if you're been practicing all season to shoot, and it's not going in, sometimes you don't know where to go from there.
Absolutely. The energy comes from them making shots. If they making threes, right? If they making threes, then their energy is a lot different. But also early in the season, I agree with him 1,000% because they were energetic. They were coming out and attacking you defensively. They were offensive rebound. They was diving on the floor. The ball was, you know, creating energy. So when you're not getting that type of energy, you're not going to make those same shots that you was making early on in the season. So I do agree with Peyton saying that his energy and the threes, they got you're a live by, die by team, so you can't get around that. listen, you got to make shots in order to win this game today.
Yeah, the numbers when we crunched it is basically if they shoot under 30% from three, it's been a loss in this series specifically. Let's get back to the Jason Tatum piece of this because he's averaging a double-double against Philly, 23 points and 10 rebounds. We take him out. Remember, they've spent the end of the season getting him into the lineup and building the chemistry and making sure that they're playing the way that they want to play with them. Now he disappears for Game 7. That does what to your team, Melo?
Well, I mean, Peyton said it. It's the next man up. We've been through this situation before. Jason has been out throughout most of the season, came back towards the end of the season. But the Celtics has been through this. They've been through this already. They got guys that understand what this moment is. They're the king of Game 7, so everybody know how to come out here and prepare themselves. But losing JT for Game 7 is a big miss. I would say that because they're gonna miss his playmaking ability, his scoring, and his takeover, you know, at the end of the game. So I'm just glad that just sit out, get your body right, and we get a chance to see Tatum next year again.
And that's the one thing I would say. They've only had him for a sample size, 16 games
of the regular season.
But prior to that, they've had to figure out how to win and propel themselves to be number 2. So at the end of the day, it's back to what we know. Let's go out there and do what we do. Obviously, you need to make shots, but the wonderful thing about Boston is that they're at home, so they get to go out there and do their thing.
And JB, it's JB time now.
But we need that guy right there to hit some shots.
Yeah, they need
Derek White.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Listen, this has to be one of those games where JB has to play really good this game. He has to be great, right? Because MVP level, because he struggled the last 2 games. But this Game 7 is not really all on the superstars. This is those games where you have the Peyton Pritchards have a big game. Like I go back 2022, you had, you know, Grant Williams, big game in Game 7 to push them against the Bucks. Go back even further. Kelly Olynyk back in 2017 had like 26, 27 points to advance them. So it's one of those players coming off of your bench that is going to be the unsung hero tonight.
And the beautiful thing about it is no Jason Tatum. It allows for that because now you don't have to play through Tatum, Brown, and everything. And it kind of the pecking order, everybody kind of moves a step up to where Derek White gets more touches. He has the ball in his hands a little more to make plays. And we've seen over the course of the year, he's been great for them. Playoffs, not so much, but this is a chance, particularly at home in a Game 7.
I must say it adds another shooter on the court with JB as well. So instead, not that Tatum is not a shooter, but when you have the other guys that are shooting 40%, right, and they know where they're getting their shots from, I think it'll be a little bit more comfortable in setting for those guys in this position.
Yeah, Derek White, he's shooting at 25% from 3 throughout this playoff series, but during the regular season, remember, 66 games without Jason Tatum. One thing we came to know him as for defense and knocking down threes. That was definitely huge for the Celtics. Okay, let's get into the 76er side of this. You get to the arena. Now we just find out there's no Tatum, okay? Whatever the plan was defensively, it changes a little bit. No?
No, not Philly.
Nothing changes in your mind. You just found out one of the all-star T-Mac. Nothing changes.
I think it does, and I think it does from this standpoint.
It's scarier.
This allows Paul George to just focus on Jaylen Brown now, right? This allows guys to just focus up on their matchup, whereas PG had to really think about Tatum and JB. I had to go back and forth. Now it's me and you, JB. I'm gonna try to cut this water off Joel, right? Now this opens it up at the rim for Joel because that's one less body out there. Jason Tatum, a very good defensive player. Joel is at the rim tonight. He should be at the rim tonight. Maxey, right? Yeah. That's one less defensive player from Boston who could switch off on him and continue to get into the basket. So I think it do change a lot of things for the Philadelphia Sixers. And they when they walked into the arena today, they was walking slow. Then they heard that news and they picked the pep in their steps. So I think Philly is feeling good about coming into Game 7.
I think they had the momentum anyway and felt comfortable about it. I think it's business as usual, to be honest with you, for Philly. Regardless of who's out there, they're going to need this guy we see on the screen to be who he is. The one thing about it, Jason Tatum, you said, averaging a double-double, so they're the rebounding factor to where when Boston rebounds, they get to push the pace. Right. That's one guy, you know, now that changes a little bit, but I think that, kind of like I said last time, their big three, Philly's big three is going to have to step up and be fantastic, and they still need the X factor, VJ, to come out and play well.
The big three, by the way, guys, they only played 21 regular season games together. They've got 3 this postseason. They are 2-1, and they've looked really good. I mean, it's almost like we've been watching the evolution of the 76ers this postseason, adding Joel Embiid back into the fold.
Well, it's quite simple when you're adding a big man and he's the MVP of the league. I mean, it's, you know, right? So that's someone that you could play through, whether it's inside or outside. Joel Embiid, he just knows how to play the game, and it's real scary when he starts really putting his imprint on a game in interior. They have no answer for that. And if he's making his mid-range jump shot, it's going to be a long night for those guys. But the thing that Cater has to do is just be smart, right? Keep himself on the court. Make sure he keeps Joel in front of him. He has to brace for that physicality because that's what Joel Embiid is going to bring. But when he's making that mid-range, he's really tough to guard.
Would y'all agree? I feel like if you're Philly, I'm featuring my first 3 or 4 plays, Joel Embiid, to set the tone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
The reason why I'm going to do that because I think Cater is the best at guarding him. Like Vooch,
I want to put it together.
Vooch and Garza have a very hard time trying to guard him down there.
1% today.
Yeah.
Whether it's 1 rebound, 1 loose basketball over there, 1 box out, I think whoever's willing to give that 1% today.
What it's going to come down to.
What it's going to come. The stars going to be stars.
Sure.
The stars have to be stars today. One of them other guys, we talk about the other guys all year long.
Yeah.
This is the time that some of them other guys have to step up. Who that will be, I don't know yet.
We're going to find out soon. Listen, now 1%, that's what Game 7's come down to. That's exactly what we have here tonight. Let's talk about a meaningful moment. For today's meaningful moment presented, Celtics will be missing tonight without Jason Tatum. 3 years ago was the most recent Game 7 between the 76ers and Celtics. Y'all remember this? 2023 Eastern Conference semis. How many points did Jason Tatum drop?
51.
Yes, he did. That's the most points ever in a Game 7 in NBA history and Tatum's playoff career high. So we were certainly looking forward to seeing him playing tonight, but we are not going to see all of that motion that we saw against the 76ers in 2023. He couldn't miss.
Well, I thought we was going to see that today. I was hoping we was going to see that today.
Okay, so Tatum's 51 points broke Steph Curry's record for points in a Game 7 set just 2 weeks earlier. And KD's 48 points came in the Nets' overtime loss versus Milwaukee. Remember Durant's toe was on the line keeping Brooklyn for 6s. That happened on Friday night, guys. Pistons, backs against the wall, taking on the Magic and Paolo Banchero. We knew we were going to see a lot from Cade Cunningham, but it was tough sledding early in the game for the Pistons.
I mean, the Magic did what they were supposed to do. Hit first, take advantage of home court, and then second half happened.
The second half happened, yeah.
Yes, it did.
The Magic's largest lead was 24 points in this game. Then they missed 27 of their final 28 shots in the game.
That's very hard to do.
That's hard to do, but they pulled it off.
I never thought I'll see that again. After watching the Rockets miss 24. They missed 23 straight shots.
Yeah, all the Magic was gone. Just right out of the Kia Center. Here goes Cade Cunningham.
You could feel the momentum just shifting.
Voila. That was a big one.
Voila, Pistons, Detroit basketball. Cade Cunningham, 32 points, 10 rebounds in this one. Pistons outscored the Magic 55-19.
That hurt right there.
That one did?
That took you out right there. Yeah, that took you out right there.
None of that felt good, actually. The whole time I was watching, only 19 points in the second half for the Magic. Detroit's largest comeback by a team facing elimination since play-by-play was first tracked during the 96-97 season. All right, another Game 6. This is a good one. Jurassic Park in the building. VC, do you want to take over here?
Man, I tell you what, defensive right here. That was a great step through. Neutralized the block shot, and then
4 seconds left. Jamal Shead for the win.
I thought we were going to see another off the Kawhi Leonard, but
nope, no good. So we're going to overtime. Let's get it. Some extra basketball. Donovan Mitchell, ball in his hands. Let's go get the lay.
That was tough.
24 points, 5 rebounds for Mitchell. Point him out. Get them together then.
This is a tough turnover.
The young fella, heads up play.
Got to protect the boys, baby.
Yep. So the defense gets the turnover, guys. 8 seconds left. Let's go.
Evan Mobley.
There's that man right there.
There he is. Toronto native. He speaks French. The ball went to Quebec and back, and then it went down.
Basketball cards, love Toronto.
They love Toronto.
Get another bounce like that for a game winner. Incredible.
Wow. Okay, one last chance. Can't get it to go. Game 7 will be in Cleveland tomorrow at 7:30 on NBC. and Peacock, which means that's exactly where we're going to be inside the studio. You're going to be able to watch the Magic and Pistons Game 7 at 3:30 Eastern, then flip it on over to NBC to check in.
Like these one games.
Just one game, okay? That means the car comes at 2:15. Let's get into the Game 7s
2:30
in the East. We've got this one. We just showed you the other two that are going to be happening tomorrow. Okay, which team in the East has the most pressure residing on its shoulders, T-Mac? Game 7.
I'm going with the Orlando Magic. Reason being, the Pistons are at home, Celtics are at home, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at home.
And they led it 3-1.
This series should be over, right?
Agree.
After watching last night, and I just think how discouraging it is to be up 24 and then you only scored 19 points in the second half. When you had this game in your hands, all you had to do is just execute, right? Offensively, defensively, and you just completely fell apart. So do you have the energy and the focus to go into Detroit and take over that game? They're going to have to hit first, and they're going to have to hit last.
They did that in Game 6.
Well, they did that, but it didn't happen.
He said last also.
He said last. So Paolo Benchor.
Carol.
Keeps it.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why we got your back.
Ben
Carol.
It has to be his game.
Okay.
No one else. It has to be him to have another 45. But also, I want to see him take that challenge on trying to guard Cade and put a bigger body, bigger size on him to slow him down a little bit. Take that challenge. I want to see that.
What team you take?
I'll give you the short version. Magic as well. I think they should have closed that game out. And it's a lot that goes into the Magic closing this series out, as we know. I mean, all the whispers and rumors, and can Paolo be that guy to carry them? Well, this is his chance. And I think, I don't know if he scores 45, but he has to have that type of game where he's just in attack mode, making the right play. Yes, does he go 6 for 11 from 3? I don't know. But him getting to where he's getting 10, 12, maybe 14 free throws, creating open opportunities, because they missed a lot of shots in the fourth, and they took a lot of bad shots. And I would just like to see him as a star pull his guys together and say, hey, no, this is not, give me the ball, be ready to shoot the ball, because that's what stars do. That's what we've done in our career. I'd love to see him do that.
Well, I'm going to go with Cleveland Cavaliers. At the trade deadline, they went all in.
They did.
They brought James over. They put all the chips in there. And to get James and Donovan, one of the best dynamic duos in the NBA right now, for them to lose to a 5 seed after they went all in, I think the pressure is on Cleveland. I think the pressure is on James. I think the pressure is on Donovan. I think the pressure is on Mobley to get this game done. Even though they're in Cleveland, the pressure is still on them to pull this out, because we know from past experiences in the history what happens in Game 7s, right? So now this is their opportunity to shut that door, kick in that door, and move on to the second round.
By the way, the home team has won every single one of the games in this series. Go ahead, BC. Go ahead, BC.
I don't know. No.
Come on, Raptor. Rap to us. Nothing?
Nope.
Okay.
RJ Barrett, baby.
Listen, Orlando, to me, they're eighth seed. There's no pressure on them, right?
But they're not your typical eighth seed.
What I'm saying is they're not supposed, they wasn't supposed to win.
No, we're not doing that.
So they should, I got you, Melo.
They
don't have pressure. Right.
Says
That's a play-in team. That's what he said.
I don't want to hear that, Mel.
Nope. Nobody picked Orlando to beat Detroit.
No,
not your typical
that's not true.
Yes.
This is not your typical AC.
We know
they
that.
dealt with injuries all year long. Now they're healthy. Well, Franz is out, but they've been healthy right through this playoffs, and they found who their identity going up against the team, which they out physical Detroit.
Absolutely. At the beginning of the season, nobody thought Orlando. If you say Orlando and Detroit first round,
you would say Pistons are going to win, and you would just keep it moving. And you wouldn't even think twice.
They were saying Pistons.
And by they, you mean T-Mac.
Not they.
And by they, you mean T-Mac. What are we saying?
We had Orlando as a top 4 seed.
We did,
right?
We did.
Yes,
right. So if we had them as a top 4 seed, we shouldn't be surprised at this matchup right now.
No, I'm not surprised.
But can I also say it is a little pressure on Detroit as well. You are the #1 seed.
And by a little, a lot.
You have to go out there. You've been bullied for most of the series. You found a way to get yourself to a Game 7.
Yeah.
Now it's on your floor. That's why you want the #1 seed, to have a Game 7 on your floor. You got to seal the deal if you can. So I think a lot of it, and then a lot goes, not just Cade, because Cade's been fantastic. I think they need a consistent Durant, and they're going to need Tobias Harris to play well as well.
I think it pretty much evens itself out with Franz being out. So I think with Franz being out and just having Paolo as their primary guy and having Cade as their it's going to be the star.
It's going to be a good one.
Who's going to be the star of the stars?
Yeah, and Franz will be out for Game 7. And by the way, it'll just be the 7th time that an 8 seed upsets a 1 seed if this does happen. So I don't know how the pressure would be on Orlando. That doesn't really make sense. This is the first time since the first round moved to the best of 7 in 2003 that 3 different series in the East go to Game 7. We've got the 2 Game 7s tomorrow. Tonight is the 76ers and Celtics to decide who moves on. Another chance for the Lakers to close it out. Another chance for the Rockets to push it to a Game 7. LeBron James, check out this baseball pass he hits real quick. Right hand, fastball.
Where the defense at? My goodness.
It's behind. It's very far behind.
He's throwing passes like that in the beginning of the game. You just know the Lakers going to win this.
It's just over.
Hey, off the rip, like, you can tell LeBron had closed these boys out from the start.
In his mind, he had already had them closed out. LeBron had 28 points. Austin Reeves had 12, second game back in the postseason.
Hey.
That's a single moon right there.
Yeah.
I got to give it to the Rockets, though, man. They fought despite not having their best player. Those guys went out and competed.
There's a little bit of fight right there. Jabari Smith Jr. getting a block.
Go get that, Jabari.
And I think that's a blessing in disguise, like you said. Like Jabari Smith has come into his own. He's found his game, and he's going to be a monster next year.
And Rui. They letting Rui get to his spots.
Absolutely.
Take the best shot, Rui.
All right, so the Lakers, they pull it off 98-78. They get the victory. Off to the second round they go, and second round in the West is actually set. The Lakers are going to face the Thunder, who swept Phoenix in the first round. The Spurs facing Minnesota, who knocked off Denver. It was improbable, but they did it, shorthanded and all. They're looking for their 3rd straight trip to the Western Conference Finals. As we get you set here for Game 7, it's gone, guys. Let's bring in the guys who are going to be calling the game, and they, like us, found out, an hour ago that Jason Tatum wasn't going to be playing in this one. Noah Eagle, Jamal Crawford, and Reggie Miller. Tell us your thoughts on the news.
Yeah, it certainly was a big development in this game. We had seen that he was going to be questionable, but Reggie, no, Jason Tatum. They went the majority of this season without Jason Tatum, so it feels like you almost revert back to what we saw most regular season.
I don't think this would be, other than it being Game 7 and the magnitude of it, getting ready to move on. But I think a lot of these Celtics players are going to play the same way because they're used to playing 60-plus games without Jason Tatum. And it being Game 7, Jamal, these are our storylines, things to talk about. I don't care about.
Whoa! Frank DeGrace made those.
Don't matter, Reds. These don't mean anything in a Game 7. Game plans, X's and O's. I don't care in a Game 7. You know what it is? You looking across the way, the man in front of you, am I going to kick your butt or not? That's what Game 7s are all about. And it brings out, you find out who are the dogs on your team.
And how do you manage that? How do you manage that urgency along with being loose, having fun, being free? That's when you're at your best. And that Philadelphia team is using that right now. That's kind of their rallying cry. They're playing different ways, they're free, and they're having fun.
Look, guys, despite what just happened, I do know that Reggie Miller subscribes to the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle. He's very environmental.
Undercover for him,
ahead of games, that's what I do.
Thank you, Noah.
Yeah.
Actually, I also think, Reggie, go ahead and get up and pick that paper up. You know you need that for the broadcast. You don't have to. Go ahead and pick it up. We're going to have a camera on you when you do it. Unwrinkle it and use it. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great call. Good to see you all hanging out here at TD Garden. Okay, let's get into one of the X factors, and he certainly played extremely well, and it is his birthday today, so we expect even more VC from Paul George.
Absolutely. It's the birthday boy, averaging 18 points, but he's shooting 54% from 3 in the series, and here's a veteran who just understands and knows how to play the game. He can score at all 3 levels. You see there, he's going to get to it, and he was feeling it in Game 6, and I expect nothing less in Game 7. Of course, his ability to shoot the pull-up 3 and score, he's been that guy. He's been the guy with the ball in his hand. We know what PG is on the defensive end. He has great basketball instincts. You see here, should I say the rim protector? Yes, he's one of the guys that protects the rim. Another one here, great defense. His ability to navigate his way through screens, getting a hand on the ball, creating easy baskets for them in the in transition. That's what I'm looking for them to do. PG to put in his imprint on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. You said no Tatum, so he has that assignment of Jaylen Brown to do just that. But not only is he going to have to guard, they're going to need him to score as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Peyton Pritchard, we actually had him here to start out the show. 32 points coming off of the bench in Game 4. I mean, he's been an X factor too for the Celtics. Going to have to step up even more with Jason Tatum out.
Well, Payton is going to have to turn back the clock into that game 4 because they're going to need his shooting. They're going to need his energy on the offensive end to really open up the floor for Jaylen Brown and those other guys. This is him just being aggressive, right? 3.5 on the clock, making Joel slide his feet, can't stay in front, and just hit a miraculous shot right there. This is the kind of things that he brings to this team. Right here, you got the big man stepping out, trying to stop him from getting downhill. Well, he splits the screen, and he's going to get downhill. PG is late coming over anyway to finish with an easy basket. And this right here just floor spacing, knocking down a wide open 3 from the gravity that JT exposed. So right here, being patient, getting downhill, 2 feet in the paint, finding his big man at the top of the key. A late recovery by Joel Embiid. The result, 3-pointer. He's going to have to open up this game for this team, be impactful, very impactful, whether it's facilitating or scoring, knocking down wide open shots. He's going to have to do that for this team to win tonight.
I think Pritchard is ready. I think he's built for this moment. He's been here already. He's made big shots. He's made big plays. And like Reggie said, this is another game for Pritchard coming out here doing what he's doing. I think some of them shots that's been rimming in and out, and you know, in the season, this series, he's going to make some of those shots tonight. I think he's going to play with so much freedom. I think he's going to go out there, just play loose, play confidence, play comfortable. And again, X's and O's. It ain't no X's and O's now. It's who really won it. Who won it? Who gonna stop their man? Who gonna get a bucket? Who gonna get a rebound? Who gonna get a steal when needed?
Hey, y'all know this. Bump that. The real question is who's not afraid? Yes. Who's willing to take the big shot, win that opportunity? And not even in the first, I'm talking about second half. Sure. Who's going to step up and have it? And I'm talking about not the stars. Yep. Stars are good. But who's that X factor guy like, hey, you double, swing it to me. Steve Kerr mentality. You pass it to me, I'm going to knock it down. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see who's going to step up.
I played in my fair share of Game 7s. I played in, I think, 3 of them. Yeah. And I looked around my locker room a few times just to see who can I trust tonight, sure. Right? And you can't trust everybody. Everybody has that look.
How did those Game 7s go for you?
Oh, it's 0-3. I mean,
you are something else.
You know, that's
something else.
Can I tell y'all a story? Wait, no. Before the show, I asked our researcher Justin, "Give me y'all stats in Game 7." He was like, "Don't even go there."
Nah. Yeah.
It's 0 for at the table, and you didn't play in a Game 7.
I never played in a Game 7.
You never played in one. You were 0 for 2, I think. Yeah. You're 0 for 3. That's all right. I mean, you looked around your locker room.
They was
you didn't see them dogs.
See who was coming with me.
But this could be different for the 76ers because they've been gelling, their chemistry is up a little bit, and now this is a brand new starting lineup for the Celtics. But again, the chess move, Joe Mazzulla rolling out something brand new for Game 7. All I keep turning to is how this all hinges on JB and Jaylen Brown and how he plays in this game for the Celtics. Well, he's been there. He's been doing it from the beginning of the season, which is why he was in every big conversation. And he stated that he's just the best two-way player out there on into the NBA. So he's been standing on that. He's been throwing the attitude throughout the whole season. Leading Boston. Nobody thought Boston again. That Boston is the second spot to be easy, especially Taylor. JB is ready mentally, he's ready physically, he's ready. I think he understands what he do understand in this moment. And again, this is his life. Game 7. If you don't understand this moment in this game, just something I have at this point. I think most importantly in that stat is that he's 62 in Game 7. He likes it. He plays well in them. He relishes in the pressure and the moment, and he takes it on offensively. The 76ers, meanwhile, an opportunity to do something they haven't done since 1982. That's why we had the flashback, find the tapes, look news in color. I think you guys were alive then. That's all it was for sure. Okay, so for the 76ers to pull off and get a playoff series win against the Celtics, they have to do what team actually? Feature Joel Embiid, I think Maxey, gotta get downhill, Paul George, defense. I'm not so much worried about his offense. Defensively, I just think he's gonna be outstanding. I think you're gonna need a big game from Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Finally, I think Joel Embiid has to have a statement game for the season. And I think that's good. I believe all those guys we talked about, the big names, will play well. PJ adds them, I think. If he comes out the place, give him that fourth score, they're gonna be so tough to guard because of the pressure that Joel Embiid will put on the Celtics' big man in the way. This is where PJ can drive at because this is an energy game. This is the game that we gotta pull. Why we got the freshest players, whoever's, again, whoever's bringing the energy and giving that energy both sides of the court. And EJ has an opportunity to step right in and provide that to him because that's what he do. He's a spark for the Celtics. And it's not just playing with energy, it's controlling it. This is a high-pressure, high-stake game, and your adrenaline is flowing so right now my ball is ready. I feel like I'm actually out to play. I'm floating right now. But it's about controlling it. And when you get to those last 5 minutes of that game, this is going to come out. And I think this is going to be a very close game. Now it's about hopefully to be crystal clear, listen, the Celtics have won a game by 30 points and 32 points in this series. We don't think it's going to come down to that. You guys kept seeing DJ Eshbin. By the way, 30 points and 10 rebounds. He's already done that this playoff series. The youngest player to ever do that. He surpassed Magic when he pulled that off, so he's got that in him for sure. I love that you brought up just the feeling here in the arena. Because you guys can speak to that. You've been players going through it, so what's going through the minds of all these guys whose seasons been ends right after 48 minutes? I think the emotions are different for the different players, guys who've never been here before. You're excited about the opportunity. Particularly if you just got past that at the start, so in your mind, you say go out there and play free, easy, but at the same time, you have that, I don't want to make a mistake, I don't want to let my team down mentality. So somebody like Jaylen Brown comes to your young guys and says, I need you tonight. Somehow when you get some of these guys in to play a game, that's what your star needs to do, because we know Jaylen Brown, like you said, 6 and 2, he's been here before, he's going to be fine, but he has to figure out a way to get these other guys who've never been here before settled in. Mello, I know that the credo is stay mellow, but it's easier said than done. In games like this, we're talking Celtics 76ers, Game 7, first round. You can't stay mellow in this moment right now. It's go time, man. You're not ready to play in this game right now. We talk about this as history. This is an historic battle between Philly and Boston. This is years and years and years. So if I was in this situation and I wasn't prepared to play and ready to play and want the control energy that T-Mac is talking about, then take me off the court, keep me home, because I know that you off the bus, but this arena, it's a reason why they won in this arena. It's just an energy in here. The fans are amazing, Boston City's amazing, and they come out and support their Celtics. So let's see if the Celtics can close this out and keep their streak going. Before we go, real quick, guys, you don't have to pick this as Game 7. Come on now, Mello. 32-0, man. I'm going with Boston. I gotta take Boston, take care of it. I ain't ready to quit. I'm going with the Sixers. I was not expecting that.